Okay, so what if you could run a powerful AI? I'm talking as smart as the ones from the big tech giants, but entirely on your own computer. And what if it was totally free and completely private? I know, it sounds a little like science fiction, doesn't it? But a quiet revolution is actually making this a reality for pretty much everyone, right now. So let's break down how it all works.
This is a really important question, right? Are you paying for AI with your money and your data? When we use today's big AI tools, we all know there's usually a subscription fee. But the hidden cost? That's often our own data. I mean, our questions, our private documents, even our half-baked ideas. So you have to ask yourself, is that a price you're really willing to pay? Or could there be another way?
All right, so to really see where we're going with this, we first have to understand where we are right now. And the truth is, the world pretty much runs on what we call cloud AI. It's that powerful, familiar model we all use every day. But it comes with some pretty serious trade-offs that are definitely worth a closer look.
Okay, let's just lay it out, side by side. On the one hand, you've got cloud AI. That's the stuff that runs on somebody else's giant server farm, right? You get to it through the internet, and yeah, it usually involves ongoing costs and some big privacy questions. But then, over on the other side, you've got local AI. This is a game changer. It runs directly on your machine. It's offline, it's totally private, and you, and only you, are in complete control.
So when you think about the biggest names in AI, like OpenAI or Anthropic, they operate what are called gated models. And really, they're just proprietary black boxes. You can't see the code, you can't download the model itself, and you have to pay for access, usually through something called an API. The bottom line is you're just renting their intelligence. You never, ever truly own it.
But what if you could own it? That's the question, right? Because that's where this whole conversation changes. This next idea, well, it's all about taking back control and turning your own computer into your very own personal AI powerhouse.
So what exactly is a local AI model? Well, to put it simply, it's a powerful AI program that's been made openly available for pretty much anyone to download. You can literally install it and run it directly on your laptop or your desktop, completely offline. No internet connection needed whatsoever.
And let me tell you, the advantages here are just game-changing. First up, cost. Most of these models, they're open source and completely free to use. Yep, free. Second, privacy. And this is a huge one, because everything is running on your machine. Your data never, ever leaves it. It stays with you. And third, control. You are in the driver's seat. You get to customize and use the AI however you want.
Now, all this power sounds pretty incredible, I get it. But there is one crucial catch here. See, running these really sophisticated models, it requires some serious computing horsepower. So before you jump in, we have to run a little litmus test and ask the big question. Is your machine actually ready for the challenge?
So, is your computer powerful enough? And trust me, this is not a small detail. Your hardware is probably the single biggest factor that's going to determine your experience, just because these models are so demanding. So, okay, let's get specific. All right, so how you measure your computer's power really depends on your system. It's different for Mac and for Windows/Linux. For anyone with a newer Apple Silicon Mac, the M1, M2, M3 chips, it's all about your total system memory, your RAM. But for you Windows and Linux users out there, the focus shifts to something different, your dedicated graphics card, and specifically its video memory or VRAM.
Let's look at a real-world example to make this super clear. We'll use Google's awesome open-source Gemma models. See, a model's power is measured in billions of parameters. Just think of it like this. More parameters basically means a smarter, more capable AI, but it also means a much bigger file size. So your goal is to pick the biggest, smartest model that fits comfortably inside your machine's RAM or VRAM, ideally with a little bit of breathing room.
Okay, so you've checked your hardware and you're ready to go. How do you actually make this happen? Well, the answer is a fantastically simple and totally free tool called Allama. Just think of Allama as like a super smart manager for your local AI. It's this free program you install, and it lets you easily browse, download, and run a huge library of different open source AI models. And the best part? It's all done with just a few really simple commands.
And the team behind Allama has made getting started incredibly easy. It's really just 4 simple steps. First, you install the free tool from their website. Second, you browse their library and choose a model that fits your hardware. Third, you use one single simple command to download it. And finally, that's it. You're ready to start chatting with your own private AI.
So, this is no longer just some niche hobby for developers. Not at all. Thanks to amazing tools like Allama and this whole new generation of super powerful models, we're seeing a fundamental shift in how we can all access and interact with AI. The future of artificial intelligence? Well, it's becoming personal.
So, what's the ultimate takeaway from all this? It's pretty simple. Running AI locally puts the power back in your hands. You save money on all those subscriptions, you absolutely guarantee your data stays private, and you gain true, honest-to-goodness ownership over one of the most transformative technologies of our time.
You know, this really just opens up a whole universe of new possibilities. When you have a powerful private AI co-pilot sitting right there on your own machine, totally free from the constraints of the cloud, the only real question left to ask is, what are you going to create with it?